on a intérêt à travailler ensemble et arrêter parfois de réinventer la roue. Iveta l'a très bien dit dans ce mouvement. Et donc, à travers ce mouvement, il y a une pièce essentielle qui s'appelle l'Organisation mondiale de la santé. Elle est peut-être en difficulté, mais en même temps, elle est peut-être là dans un moment rêvé sur lequel, là encore, Iveta l'a dit, il y a des petits prémices sur l'Organisation mondiale de la santé, sur des publications autour des interventions non médicamenteuses. Mais vous savez qu'il y a dans l'OMS des régions, et donc la région européenne. Donc, Iveta, peut-être que tu peux présenter, s'il te plaît, Mo?
Thank you very much, Greg. Indeed, it's a great pleasure to welcome also the representative of one of the organizations that we are collaborating with and we mentioned. So, Dr. Moredreck CHIBI is the Regional Public Health Innovation Lead at the WHO European region, and the innovation agenda is going to be one of the important, one of the most relevant topics for WHO Europe. It will be approved during the forthcoming RC75 meeting in 2 weeks. It is indeed very important, the innovations in public health and in health in general for more efficient, resilient and healthcare systems. And I'm really curious what Mo is going to tell us about the innovation and how NPI fits into during this opening speech, but also during the workshop in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. So this is also an invitation for the workshop.
Bonjour à tous. Je m'excuse, je vais parler en anglais. Thank you so much, Iveta, and it's really, really a pleasure. I don't know whether you're hearing me. It's fine? Okay. Indeed, it's a double honor for me to address this important conference at this very venue. It's quite personal. I must say, 16 years ago, on the 3rd of November, 2009, I arrived here at this very place in pursuit of a dream, one that was made possible by the Seat of Paris Fellowship Grant. And it allowed me to begin my postdoctoral studies with CNRS. So you can imagine how personal it is. As they say, what goes around comes around. Today I return not as a visitor, but as somebody fortunate enough to share a vision for public health for WHO Europe. This place actually taught me that innovation does not just happen in a vacuum. It happens when we intentionally organize for it and sustain it. Here at this very place, I met people from all corners of the world. People who inspired me, challenged me with their perspectives, and ideas that have stayed with me until this day. Now, more than ever, I'm a strong believer in the power of connecting the dots, because I know true value lies at the interface, where different worlds, different disciplines, and people meet. This is also what keeps my regional director, Hans Klug, awake at night. WHO Europe is one of the regions experiencing a convergence of crisis, one which we normally term permacrisis, where we see the impact of climate change, rising NCDs, conflict, wars, aging population, and even now geopolitical tensions leading to budget cuts are all exacerbating public health challenges. At the same time, we are seeing industry-driven innovation advancing at a very fast pace, often outpacing even the capacity for our own public health systems to adopt them. Not only that, we are also seeing disruptions in our public health systems. from emerging technologies and innovation, from digital therapeutics to artificial intelligence, from 3D printed devices to precision medicine, making equity a distant goal for many, especially the vulnerable population. So to give you just a sense of the scale of what I'm talking about, just last year in the European Union alone, 15,700 health-related patents were filed. This translates to one patent every 30 minutes. Our ministries are inundated with these innovations. Without a deliberate, structured approach to harness some of these innovations for public health impact, these efforts, I tell you, will remain underutilized. And in WHO, we call this innovation implementation gap, which we have seen costing billions of euros in missed opportunities, from avoidable deaths to wasted resources. So, what is WHO Europe doing in this regard? At this year's regional committee, as what Iveta said, we'll be presenting the first ever regional strategy for harnessing innovation for public health. With this strategy, we'll see WHO supporting regional work, innovation work, in just 3 ways. Because we see ourselves as a small fish in this big pond, but we can make meaningful impact. First, we'll work with ministries to identify innovations that respond to priority needs, articulating the demand for innovation. This can be through the needs assessment, scanning the horizon to ensure that health systems are prepared for future disruption. Second, we will assist countries in matching innovations with public health challenges through dynamic partnership. We have already partnered with health innovation agents here in France, where Madame Clement has been really active as part of that network. The third piece, we will work side by side with our ministries of to health, what we call systemic bottlenecks that stand in the way of scaling, whether it involves training health workers to new emerging technologies, updating clinical guidelines, reimbursement models, and even reforming some of the procurement practices. We believe, as WHO Europe, if we play our convening, connecting, and catalyzing role, we can reimagine the global health. And I'm inviting you to join us in this mission so that we can make equitable, innovative health solutions a reality for everyone. I thank you.